it's impossible that there will be no restrictions. We're talking about two separate economic units being forced upon the people on the island of Ireland. So what we're saying is allow the North to remain within the EU. If the people of England and Wales wish to leave the European Union, so be it. But when we're putting together two economic units pushed against each other, against the will of the people, there is going to be barriers in place.
Just to say, we will bring you all back into the light as soon as is possible.
The metaphor here.
Metaphorically speaking.
We're in the line. We're in the line over here.
No, but Naomi, coming back to you, the whole point, surely, for the Alliance Party is how do you squeeze your way through here? Because with very polarised positions, you're going to drop down a hole in the middle.
Well, not at all, because actually in the last election we polled our best vote in the last 40 years, because I think when politics here polarises, it also motivates those of us who actually see that Brexit cannot be seen through an orange and green lens. There is much more to this issue. It affects those on both the unionist side and the national side, and also those, frankly, who don't define themselves in those terms. We need the best deal for Northern Ireland as a whole. That is good for the UK and it is good for Ireland.
Sorry, Claire.
Well, I think just going back on the special status, and that's the point, those of us who campaign for Remain asked repeatedly how you could marry up the hard Brexiters talking about protect our borders with the free movement that we need and that we enjoy, and we still haven't had the answer. But special designated status isn't just necessary, it's inevitable. There are already specific circumstances here. We will have to be treated differently, and one thing sure, the EU understand Northern Ireland a lot better than London do.
So, do you believe that you will have a lesser voice in negotiations? Realistically. Hang on.
This is sort of distraction.
And I want to ask you, Steve Aiken, this. Do you agree with Michel Barnier that without resolution on the border, there can't be a trade deal?
But here we are. We're right at the beginning of the negotiations. There are all sorts of things to be negotiated about.
Well, I have to say that Steve's colleague, from his MEP colleague, was actually saying this week that Dublin should basically keep its nose out of Northern Ireland's business. And now he's arguing that London and Dublin should be working closely together.
Is that impossible?
Nothing is impossible in this day and age, Kirsty. I mean, we've got modern electronic surveillance.
But do you really want a border like that? That would more likely to reach a united Ireland if you have a border of ports.
We have it now already.
But would a hard Brexit, would a hard Brexit lead to a hard border?
No, I think the key. Excuse me, John. I think the key
pathway with their dark money and everything else
to influence Brexit.
No voice.
No voice.
We are
wasted vote.
Well, let me use my voice.
Absolutely. We, the SLP, have turned over every stone on Brexit, and we have been everywhere we need to be.
What vote did you overturn?
But you know what? We're going to have 5 years of press releases and tweets from Sinn Féin, and that's brilliant. But where it counts in votes, you won't bother turning up.
I'd just like to be clear about this. So you actually think Stormont's pretty useless then?
No. I'm asking about Westminster. Those people who take their seats in Westminster. I'm asking them which Brexit vote did they overturn?
John wants us to believe that 3 MPs from the SDLP in Westminster can have no impact in 650 MPs, but your 4 MEPs can change the world.
Well, I'd like to bring in the alliance in on this. I'd like to bring the alliance in on this. Do you say
absolutely the worst thing that could happen in the context of Northern Ireland? And if John believes, as he does, that the current government is insensitive to Northern Ireland's needs and doesn't show respect.
Thank you all very much. And just before we go back to London, I'd just like to apologise for the slightly strange lighting throughout this debate. Thank you very much. Back to you, Evan.